And good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to do a real quick video that's actually going to be a tutorial on how to use some of these herbs to make your own oils or tinctures that you will never have to buy anything from the store again. You can always keep this in your home, store it in a cool, dry place. So when you need it, takes about 4 to 6 weeks, you're ready. All you do, like on this purpose of this video, I'm using a 16-ounce mason jar. You can use the larger 32, doesn't matter. Now what we're going to do is first make an oil. And the herb I chose to do the oil with is Mexican oregano. Now, a lot of you may think, why Mexican oregano? Oregano's oregano. Well, oregano is oregano, but I prefer Mexican oregano because it has more of a floral scent or taste, and the soils in which it's grown in my opinion, has a better alkaline ratio. But if you can't get a hold of Mexican oregano, regular oregano is fine. What are the benefits of taking Mexican oregano oil? Or just taking oregano oil in general? Oregano oil, hold on one second, let me do this real quick. Oregano oil is the best antibiotic you can possibly take. What happens is when they keep giving you these chemical antibiotics, your body becomes antibiotic resistant, therefore medications can't even work. The problem never gets solved. So instead of putting a chemical that's really only masking the problem, you should use an oil or a tincture. This has so many benefits for gut health. If you are suffering from PCOH, it helps. Urinary tract infections, it really helps. Now you can do it in an oil or a tincture. A tincture means made of alcohol. The reason why a tincture is more powerful than an oil is because the higher the content of the alcohol, the more properties it draws out from said herb. Oils are very effective, tinctures are more effective. So for the purpose of this video, let's start with this oil that we're going to make. An oregano oil, outstanding for so many things, but mainly an antibiotic that will address if you have urinary tract infections and things like that. All you want to do is fill it almost to the top, as you can see right here. Whatever herb you want to use, but we're using Mexican oregano. Now watch this. Here comes the key. Here comes the trick. We're going to fill it up with oil. Here we go. Now what you want to use is a good high quality olive oil. Do not use any olive oil because not all olive oils are created equal. The olive oil I'm using is a real olive oil that only comes from one source of olives. That's it. I'm not doing multiple different regions with all these different olive oils. And here we go, family. There you have it. Put a lid on it. We're going to seal it. You want to write on the label with a marker the date you did it. Put it in a cool, dry place in your pantry somewhere, kitchen counter, and then once a week, shake it up. Let it do its thing. You're done. Now you have the best antibiotic you could ever have. Gut health, inflammation, so many wonderful things. It's that simple, guys. You don't have to keep buying these oils that you're reading about online when you have the power to do it yourself at home. I'm sharing this with you because I want to see you get better without breaking the bank. Now, there you go. When this is finished, all I'm going to do 6 weeks from now, the longer you let it sit, the better. And it'll store up to a year, maybe a year and a half. Now, what I'm going to do is when it's done, I'm going to strain it into an empty jar. You don't have to keep it refrigerated. Now we're going to go into a tincture. A tincture is simply whatever herb or root or bark you're using mixed with alcohol. Now, if you want to give it to kids and you say, well, I don't want to give them liquor, fine. You can use an alcohol that you can get online that doesn't actually have alcohol. Just like you can use a vegetable glycerin. Or you can substitute and use apple cider vinegar instead of alcohol. but it won't be as potent because apple cider vinegar does not have enough alcohol base to strip out the herbs. So you can use an alcohol, a propofol alcohol, not a propofol alcohol. I forget the name of that alcohol that's in substitute of this. Now what I'm using today is stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is the most nutritious plant on earth. You will find, nothing more powerful than stinging nettle. Stinging nettle can do everything from treating muscle and joint pain, eczema, arthritis, anemia. It's an overall health tonic. So what I want to do is, again, fill it almost to the top. Now today I'm just going to use Bacardi. You can use vodka or Everclear. Everclear is the most potent because it's the higher alcohol content. Or moonshine, which is going to draw more out of it. All I'm going to do is the same process as I did with the oil. Let's fill it up slowly until it reaches almost to the top, and then we're going to seal it. Same principle, let it sit 4 to 6 weeks, shaking it once a week, keep it stored in a cool, dried place. And there you have it, folks. You have an all-natural tincture. Now, what you do is, when you're ready to use these tinctures, let me put a little more. When you're ready to use these tinctures, remember you're going to strain this too when it's complete, when it's done. So what we want to do then, perfect, is take a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons daily. If you're really sick, you can take it twice a day, a tablespoon or 2. Shake it up, let it sit for 4 to 6 weeks. Remember, right on the label what it is and the date you did it, so you can always keep track on the fermenting process. So guys, I hope this video has been helpful. Remember, you can use any herb you want. If you want to use thyme, that's also good. Same process, fill it up with either oil or alcohol. That's also good for urinary tract infections. Very potent. Rosemary. You can do anything from licorice root, you name it, whatever herb it is that you want. Ginger, excellent. So yeah, same process for it all. So I hope this video has been helpful. One love.